The Proteus K and Proteus X units have been upgraded to the next generation. During a transitioning period, some units were equipped with the next generation MCU board. These units are referred to as the Gen 3.5 controller. The operation of a Gen 3.5 controller is identical to the Gen 3.0. Our new generation controller is equipped with the next generation MCU, along with the next generation display. These units are the Proteus Gen 4.0 and have many enhancements to the unit's operation and will be noted in this video. This short video will highlight the operational differences between the three units. The system status menu on all three Proteus generations is the same. Let's start with reports. The reports menu on all three Proteus generations are also the same in appearance. It's the report select process that has been enhanced. The Gen 3.0 and Gen 3.5 controllers' alarm log selection is performed in the same manner. The select display items are based on the quantity and type of probe and sensor boards. For example, XB416 or XB800. Based on the controller, you may have to view two or more separate logs. On the Gen 4.0 controller, selecting all as the tank sensor number will generate an alarm log based on the total number of probe and sensor boards. All range options provide drop-downs for easier selection. All three generation controllers display the results the same way, with the newest log being shown first. However, on the Gen 4.0 controller, when using the date range option, will show the results and the oldest log in that range first. Delivery, shift, VLD, and CITLD log selection on the Gen 3.0 and Gen 3.5 controllers utilize the same log selection screen. This is allowed for single tank selection. Delivery, shift, VLD, and CITLD log selection on the Gen 4.0 controller utilizes the same log selection screen as with alarm logs. This allows the logs for all tanks to be displayed. All three generation controllers display the results the same way, with the newest log being shown first. However, on the Gen 4.0 controller, when using the date range option, will show the results and the oldest log in that range first. The log header will indicate which logs are being displayed. Pressing on an individual log will show more detailed information. The Gen 3.0 and Gen 3.5 controllers' compliance test options are the same. By pressing the in-tank leak detection button, you get options for VLD and CITLD. These buttons bring you to the same options as seen in the reports menu. The Gen 4.0 controller compliance test breaks the VLD and CITLD options immediately. Leak detection results is a new enhancement. This displays the current past VLD-CITLD results. If both VLD and CITLD tests are enabled for a tank, it will display a past status as long as either one passes within that month. A no results is displayed when a scheduled VLD test has not been performed yet, or if there is not enough accumulated data in a CITLD test. All three generation controllers utilize the Utilities menu to access the time and date, diagnostic, and help menu options. Let's start with the time and date. The Gen 3.0 and Gen 3.5 controllers' time and date are adjusted by selecting the desired setting. Plus and minus buttons are used to advance or set back the selected parameters. The time zone can also be set for the geographical location of the controller. The Gen 4.0 controller offers a drop-down selection for month, date, year, hour, minute, and AM, PM, 24-hour parameters. You must press the Save button to apply the settings. As time is set for the local time zone options are removed from the Gen 4.0 controller. The Gen 3.5 controller utilizes the same diagnostic page as the Gen 3.0 controller and functions in the same manner. The Gen 4.0 controller diagnostic has some functions removed and some functions added. The View Probe 2's diagnostics, the View Probe temperature thermistors, the Restart the System, the Diagnostic Password keypad, the Refresh Tank order for new boards, and the Start a VLD test all function the same way as the Gen 3.0 and Gen 3.5 controller. The OWS level adjust mode, the recalibrate the display screen, and the unit type settings have been removed as options. Demo mode level change and demo mode sensor alarm test have been renamed to functionality testing to properly identify the purpose of the option. Now, let's look at the enhancements that have been added. The Gen 4.0 controller now has a send test email function, which provides an easier method of testing email communications. You will get prompted to confirm the sending of the email. Noted on the screen is where the email account and email contacts should be programmed. The email test is designed to verify the parameters that are used to connect and communicate with the email server. This includes username, password, outgoing mail server, server port, server authentication, TLS enable, and start TLS. A failure will occur if any of these are not properly set. A successfully sent result will be displayed if all previously noted parameters are correct. The test cannot actually verify the email was sent. It's possible that a misentered sender or recipient email address will prevent the email from reaching its desired recipient. You should verify receipt of the email. The Gen 4.0 controller now provides a method of testing RS-232 ports. These ports are drop-down selectable and include COM1, which is the standard DB9 serial port. Option Bus 1 and Option Bus 2 can be equipped with a combination selectable RS-232, RS-485 option board. Once proper loopback connection has been made, the test will display either a passed or failed result. The software update function is initiated in the programming setup, page 2. Selecting the software update button will show the history of when software updates have been performed and the results of the last update. Viewing Omtech system logs and registers require a password, and Omtech technical support must be contacted. These logs are used to view data that will assist Omtech in troubleshooting unique problems. This completes the brief description of the operational differences between the Proteus Gen 3.0, Gen 3.5, and Gen 4.0 controllers. For more detailed information, consult the operation manual or contact technical support.